Everybody to the High Tech Hooligans Wrestling Podcast show with myself, Aaron, and Tom. And right before Christmas, me and Tom went to Billy Starks' Cosmic Christmas. And one thing that we tried to do when we went there was try to evaluate some talent, because sometimes we love watching new talent. And one of the talents there that caught our eye is our guest tonight, is the one and only ZDP. How's it going?
What's going on, guys?
Not much. How was your holidays?
Oh, it was great, man. It was great. It was blessed. Went up to New Jersey, celebrate Christmas with my daughter and my wife. It was fun.
Well, let's start right there. So, as a father around Christmas time, do you find it a little bit more special? Because with me, I love watching my kids open their presents. Do you kind of get that sense of accomplishment when that happens?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's a blast seeing her. She lights up, man. Like she got these she got all this musical toys. Got this big piano that she can stand on and play music. She loves it.
Awesome. What about you? Did you get any great gifts yourself?
Yeah, man. I got a new pair of kicks. Got me some Vans, some high tops. Yeah, got me some soaps, deodorants. The usual Christmas presents.
As a performer and traveling all the time, trying not to stink is very key, correct?
Absolutely, bro. You do not want to be the stinky guy in the locker room.
Who's the stinkiest guy you've been in the locker room with?
Oh, I can't answer those questions.
I thought I would get you. I remember one time on the television show Weakest Link, they had Kane on there. And every one of them was talking about how bad Kane stunk on the show. And I always thought, man, that has to suck to be Kane right now.
Yeah, that'd be horrible. I would feel so bad if I was the stinky one.
Let's hope you're not the stinky one.
Surely it was rib and they were messing with him.
Say what?
Surely it was just a rib and they were messing with Kane.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of people, man, that don't wash their gear. And that is like wrestling 101. You learn that like your first day of training. Make sure you're clean.
So let's talk about your career, because you're somebody, like I said at the beginning, that caught mine and Tom's eye at the show. And I will say it was our first time actually seeing you live and perform. And sometimes, when I've seen you on New Wave Pro and some other promotions like that, but seeing people live, sometimes you get a better feel of who the character is. You buy into it a little bit more. So talk to us a little bit about your upbringing in pro wrestling and how you got started.
So I'm from Michigan originally. I'm born and raised in Michigan, and my uncle works at he works in the union. He's like really high up in the UAW. And he offered me a job at either Ford in Kentucky or Ford in Chicago. And 2 weeks before he offered me that job, I watched Randy Orton's documentary, and they were talking about OVW. And so I was doing a bunch of research on OVW already, because I didn't even know there was schools to go to wrestling. I thought you had to be really good at sports and get seen by somebody, and then you got brought into wrestling. So yeah, I learned about this school, and when my uncle offered me the job, I asked him where at in Kentucky, and he said Louisville. So I was like, oh, that's where I'm going. And I came down here, and I got stuck on night shift, so I could never do OVW. That was out of the question. So I was like, oh, I'm screwed. I can't do wrestling. And then I found the arena, the world's famous Jeffersonville Arena. And I got a hold of Too Tough Tony, and I started talking to him a lot. And then I got in touch with Rudy Switchblade, who started training me. And I was actually the first student at Grindhouse Pro Wrestling. And it was me and Rudy for 6 months. And then we got a bunch of students came in. And that's how I met Billy Starks and all of them. But yeah, man, we started training at Grindhouse in 2015. And then I trained for 2 years. And then I had my first match in 2017 against Rudy Switchblade. And yeah, man, it just all started going from there.
So 2017 first match.
Yeah.
Looking back on it now, can you remember your first match? And can you remember the things that you're like, oh, I've got to do differently, or I did very well?
No, yeah, it was awful. I was horrible. Yeah, I learned a lot in my first match. I learned a lot. There's a lot that yeah, it was nerve wracking, man. Like I had a bunch of people there. Like I had family and friends come from Michigan. I had friends from work. I had tons of people there, and I was nervous. Like there's a whole YouTube video on my first match. It's called The Grind, and it was like about my beginning of training and my first match. And you can tell in my promos and stuff that I was doing for it. I was a nervous wreck.
So looking back, like Tom said, now you're a good 6 years almost in, from training till now. What has really changed for you? Is it your confidence overall, or is it just meeting the right people to help you get better?
Both. For real. It's both. Cause like when I first started, I was just like, generic wrestler number 3 on the video games. Like I wore the biker shorts and like, I don't know, I just didn't feel like me. And then like after I started like getting around, I was like, man, like a lot of these people are like that are going places or just being themselves and doing their own thing. So I was like, man, I'm just gonna do what I want to do, wear what I want to wear, and I don't care what people think about it. Like if they don't like it, that's their agenda. But it's what I like to do. I'm a independent contractor as a professional wrestler. So like unless I got like a big contract telling me what I have to wear and everything, then I'm gonna wear what I want to wear and hopefully people dig it. But yeah, man, confidence, and then like riding around with the right people. Like Myron Reed, big shout out to Myron Reed, man. He's helped me a lot this last year. He's helped me out a lot, showing me places and stuff. So
talk a little bit about your character development. Now, when we were down there and were able to see you at Cosmic Christmas, you stood out as one of the most entertaining of that night as far as a character. So kind of talk to us a little bit about how you develop, where you're going and where you've came from as a character, or is it just you being you?
Yeah, man, it's just me being me. I feel like I have a lot of resemblance to like Eminem, I guess. Like the movie 8 Mile. He works at Ford Stamping and he's trying to be a famous rapper. And like he's doing whatever he can to grind to get that. I work at Ford Motor Company and I'm trying to be a professional wrestler. And I'm grinding every day, man. I'm working 60 plus hours a week sometimes and still getting in the ring, still hitting the road, still trying to do this thing because this is what I really want. So, I got to make ends meet, but this is the goal I'm chasing. But yeah, like when I first started, I did this top of the class little deal, and because it was a school, it was Grindhouse Pro Wrestling Academy, and so I was the top of the class. I was the first student. I was the first champion there. We got like these graduating plaques, and I just carried it out to the ring with me, and I would use it as a weapon and stuff. But I didn't like what I was wearing. I didn't feel comfortable. Like it just didn't feel like it was me. So I was like, man, what do I like? And I just put that into my wrestling. Like I like rap music. Like I got my own theme song. I got my own music video. Like I wear Jordans in the ring, a bulletproof vest. Like what's cooler than that, man?
Now to go along with your character is your hype man, Dude Baddington. Talk to us about how that got put together.
So Dude Baddington actually went to Grindhouse too. He was one of the guys there, and that Dude Baddington has been Dude Baddington since day one. That's him. And yeah, man, like we tried to do stuff at Grindhouse, but it just didn't work. Like they wanted to bring me into his little like group there. But then after like I was done with the school and I done training and stuff, and I started venturing out, I wanted to stand out more with my character. And I was talking to him because like I like having a manager. I think it's fun. It makes the matches way more entertaining. And then I reached out to Dude and like he was down for it. So we just was like, he's my hype man. He's the most animated person I've ever met in my life. And I don't think the character would be as good if I didn't have the hype man. I tell everybody that. So
Yeah, and to go along with that, you mentioned your music, your theme music, and I think it's the perfect theme song. If anyone hasn't checked it out, go to his Instagram because it's also available in there. Is it on your YouTube as well?
yeah, it's not on my YouTube, but it's on Moscow We Made It's YouTube. If you type in the artist is T9 ZDP. Yeah, man, it's a dope video. It got like 8.1 thousand followers. So hopefully after this we boost them numbers up.
Yeah, I love when people invest in themselves because we've had a lot of, people who have seemingly, been on AEW or have been on WWE television. And one thing that they always tell us is you have to invest in yourself. You can't always count on the promotions to do that for you. Is that something you feel?
Absolutely, man. Like I don't know if you've seen any of our videos that we've been posting, but I've been calling out Swoggle. I want the match, and like we're investing in ourselves. Like we're gonna do whatever we got to do to make it happen. I want Swoggle 1-on-1. So yeah, man, you have to. That's what you gotta do, man. You gotta make content. You gotta make, like, you gotta invest in your gear. You gotta invest in music, whatever it is to make it relatable to the character. You gotta invest into it. Absolutely.
Now you talk about all the hours you work and then still putting in the grind and being a professional wrestler. So do you find time to actually like study wrestling, maybe for ideas on matches and things like that? Are you
Yeah.
someone, how does a day in the life look like for you when you're trying to prepare for your career?
So like, I work on an assembly line. I'm not supposed to watch stuff on my phone, but I do because I'm disobedient. But yeah, man, I watch wrestling at work all day. Like I'll put on stuff. I'll look up like if I'm trying to look up different moves and stuff. I'll look up different wrestlers to get inspiration off of. Yeah, I watch a lot of wrestling though. Like wrestling's on my TV right now. My wife's a big fan of wrestling, so she likes watching it. That's pretty much what's on the TV at all times. So, but yeah, I'll go to work. I get up at like 4 in the morning, and I get ready. I gotta be to work at 6. I work until 2:30 to 4:30 is when I get out, and then I come home and I take a shower, watch wrestling. I'll go to the arena and train. Did that Monday and Tuesday. Probably go again tomorrow. Hit up the BSB headquarters sometimes, go over there and get in the ring just as much as I can. You gotta always be practicing. If that means studying tape, if it means just going, like if you just go and run ropes for an hour, man, like that helps. Like anything you can do to elevate your ring ability, you got to do it.
And you mentioned being a family man, and for someone who's an independent wrestler who doesn't have a major contract right now, I'm sure the struggle is real as far as finding balance for every bit of that. How do you?
Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about that and what goes into your week to make sure that there is time for the family as well.
So after I get home from work, I try to do the most home stuff. Like I try to hang out with my wife and kid as much as I can. Uh, and then like on the weekends, that's when I'm out. I'm out for the weekends. A lot of the weekends I'm gone, and it's tough. Yeah, it's hard, but my wife understands my dreams and what I'm trying to do here. So she's very supportive of it. Helps me out.
And you mentioned a while ago that you've been calling out Swoggle. So let's see
Yeah.
if we can help you with this. Why are we calling out Swoggle?
My dream match, man. I've been wanting this match forever, bro. This is the match I've wanted. I have no idea why I want it, but I want Swoggle 1-on-1. And yeah, dude, it's time to turn up, Swoggle.
Yeah, so Swoggle actually did a little opening for us through Cameo last year. So maybe we'll tag him in this to get his attention a little bit more
Absolutely. Yeah,
and
he's
see what happens.
replied to one video yet, man. He has not replied to one. We've made 3. We've called you out 3 times, Swoggle. Answer the challenge.
I'll tell you one person that'll answer a challenge if you want to call them out, because I would be very interested to see in this match. Call out Gino Rivera.
Gino Rivera. I'll call out anybody. Anybody. I want all the smoke this year. That's all I want.
He is dying to come this way. And so, from watching your promos, and of course, Gino's promo skills are fantastic. That's a matchup I would love to see.
Absolutely. Let's go, Gino. I'm ready.
I'm totally intrigued on that one. So speaking of Swoggle, so are you like someone who was influenced by his era of pro wrestling, or is it just the work that he's done that makes you want to mix it up with him?
Nah, yeah, just the work he's done. I was influenced a lot. I was influenced a lot by the late '90s wrestling, early 2000s. Yeah, Swoggle though. I was at WrestleMania 23 when Mr. Kennedy dumped him off the ladder. Man, Swoggle's just he's good, man. He's a good worker. I like it. I like his stuff.
You ready to do some open fire questions here?
Do it.
All right. What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie of all time is, probably King Kong. That's what I'm thinking of right now. The one with Jack Black.
The one with Jack Black.
Yeah. It's a good movie.
I thought that one was a little bit too long. Now I do like the new King Kong stuff with the Kong.
I like all the Planet of the Apes go hard. Yeah. I've been watching a lot of TV shows though recently. I'm a TV show guy now. I used to be a big movie buff, but now I'm like really into TV shows.
It sounds like that you're someone who likes movies with monkeys and apes in it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So what TV show are you into right now?
Right now, Ozarks, because season 4 is coming out this month. So I just started rewatching all of it again. So
yes. That show right there. Tom was a little bit behind on it, and I kept telling him. He was just kind of like, but it just draws you in.
Dude, it is. I put it up there with Breaking Bad. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. Ozarks it goes hard.
See, I'm not a big Jason Bateman typically, so it took me like, I don't know, 6-8 episodes to like, okay, I could care less. He's doing great, and it's just, it takes off from there, and it's like I can't wait to watch the next episode.
Yeah, dude, I'm so pumped for season 4, but I'm pretty sad because I'm pretty sure it's the last season.
Yeah,
and I think that's a horrible decision.
It's so weird that it seems like when shows really get going is when they decide to pull the plug on the show. But I can't complain because my one big thing is at least they're going to give us an ending, whether it's one that we want or not. I just hate when shows get canceled kind of like mid-season or whatever. Then I'm like stuck like, well, wonder what happened. At least we're going to get an ending to Ozarks. Favorite rapper? That you said you like rap music. Who's the GOAT?
All time, Eminem is the GOAT. Yeah, Eminem's the GOAT for sure. Myron Reed's gonna hate that answer. He hates Eminem, but Eminem's the GOAT.
We'll make sure to tag Myron in this as well, then.
Bro.
Dream vacation.
Man, somewhere with a beach. Man, I don't know. Anywhere for real. Anywhere with a beach for real. That's dream vacation. I've been to the Bahamas a couple times. That was pretty cool, but I'd want to go somewhere way more fancy than that.
Way more fancy than the Bahamas? I feel like that's pretty fancy.
Oh, no, man. I would want to go somewhere way more bougie, like Fiji or something. Somewhere real cool.
Yeah, after this 18 inches of snow they're calling for here, I'm going to be ready for a beach real soon.
Yeah, no, that's I hate the snow. That's why I moved down here to Kentucky, and then it started coming down this way. I'm like, I try to run from this.
You didn't go far enough south. You didn't go far enough south. Well, ZDP, before we let you go, tell everyone where they can find you on social media, and here's your chance to plug yourself.
All right, man. So Instagram and Twitter is at ZDP underscore official one. That's at ZDP underscore official one. Facebook is ZDP. Yeah, man, you can see my stuff on YouTube. Check out that YouTube video, T9 ZDP. You can see me at New Wave Pro January 22nd, taking on the Samoan Hellraiser. What's his Tupu, taking on Poo. And yeah, man, I'm gonna whoop that guy up real quick. And then yeah, February 19th, you can catch me at Dream Pro Wrestling. And then February 26th, you can catch me at EWE in a breakout tournament. I'm gonna win that thing up. And yeah, I'm gonna be everywhere, man. Book me, guys. Book, yo. Everybody out there, book ZDP and Dude Baddington. We'll turn up.
We're gonna get that matchup with you and Swoggle, and we're gonna get it with Gino Rivera too. We're gonna get those matches.
Let's do it. I want all of them. I want all the matches this year. Everybody there. Everybody. I want everybody. Everybody's on my list.
Awesome.
Like it.
Yep, awesome. I love when people aren't scared to go out and wrestle anybody, because that's the only way we're going to get better. Get out there and get the experience and wrestle different styles. It makes for people more well-rounded. And special shout out to Dude Baddington. Couldn't join us tonight. Yeah. But hopefully we can get him on the next time we get you on.
He was way too turned up.
He's way too turned up. We'll leave it at that. For everyone else out there, make sure you're all staying safe so you all can go and watch ZDP perform on those dates. And that way you all can go out and watch everyone else perform all across the world. For myself and Tom, make sure you all hit the subscribe button, show us some love, and check out our Pro Wrestling Tees store where we've dropped some great new gear over the last week. Already looking forward to some more designs that we're going to be putting up very soon. And if you're in the reading mood, of course, pick up my book, Independent Road to Wrestler's Journey, and Loving Casey Nelson. And from myself and Tom, thank you all. Everyone stay safe, and we'll see y'all next week.